this is Spence Reynolds, and it's Tech Tuesday, and I have a change of scenery going on here. It is an absolutely fantastically beautiful day here in northern Utah. The sun is out, light breeze going on, and I said today is the day I'm taking it outside for Tech Tuesday. So we are live, and we are coming at you from my side yard. I would say my backyard, but it's not quite. It's my side yard, so that we could get the beautiful mountains in the background there. I saw that we had an individual Rockwell on here who is from Clearfield, so he's not too far away at all, and he's very familiar with these mountains here behind me. All right, so as you come on, I'd love you just jump on the chat to say hello. If you're watching this on the Facebook fan page, you should have the chat right next to this window. If you're watching this on the QuestioningSuccess.com/live, then you're going to be watching right below here for the chat. So as we go through today is not a pre-recorded session. A lot of times I'm doing the pre-recorded so then I can interact with you online. I'm going to be doing a lot of online stuff and jumping back and forth on there. But we're going to be talking about something that is not going to be something that's going to take a whole hour. It's going to take a few minutes of real good talking about it, and then we'll jump into all kinds of question and answers and anything you got going. So hopefully we don't have helicopters going around the whole time, because there's one up there right now that's making a little bit of noise. You don't know if that's messing with anything going on right now. But I got to tell you, this is the coolest thing ever because Ustream, because if you remember, when I started Tech Tuesday 20 weeks ago, we actually started doing it through Livestream. And Livestream was a great, great system. I loved it because I could track how many minutes had been viewed and all that good stuff that was out there. But they had, the reason I chose them was because they would broadcast on the iPhone. Well, Ustream has gotten better and better and better with that. So, hey Jarrett, welcome. So, you know, Ustream has gotten better and better with the whole live stream and being able to accept it on the iPhone. And check it out. That right there says Tech Tuesday Live. You can go onto Ustream Viewer on your iPhone app, click on it, and look at that. Ustream is bringing up this right here. If it does come up, I know that I'm on the extreme of my wireless reach. I may be able to load it up. It will do the chat right inside the window. It will do everything right here on the phone. So if this is something that you're interested in, you can now check out Tech Tuesday Live on your iPhone anywhere you are. And I don't know if they have that out there for you Android and Crackberry users, but iPhone's a better platform anyway. You know that because I'm a Mac fanatic. You can literally press on chat, and you can chat right there on the bottom of the phone. I don't know if you can see that, but that is freaking awesome. Anyway, all right, so let's get into this. I see that we have 13 viewers online right now, and I just got to show you this. This is so cool. Here we go. I'm just going to put a test message so you can see that I can test this and text it in right from my phone. That was me. If you saw that test just come up on your chat, that's on my phone right there. Anyway, I just think this is too cool that they finally got it working so that Tech Tuesday Live can now be done on your iPhone, so you don't have to have an excuse that, oh, I was on tour. If you're on a tour bus or you were doing whatever, bring it up on your iPhone, watch us live. All right, so today we are going to be talking about the new like button. Now, the new like button from Facebook, to me, is a game changer. So how many of you even know what the like button is? If you're online right now and you're live, click into the chat and just tell me, I have one, I don't have one, I don't know what they are. I know Jarrett Gucci, he is the man at these, so he's definitely got a bunch of these, and he's actually said anybody who watches Tech Tuesday who wants to have their become a fan made to their like button for their website, he'd do that for you. So while he's on here, you may want to chat with him and send him a message, because he's the J Gucci 33333. That was 4 of them. So on that right now, who is watching that has a like button on your website? Now, you might have it as a fan page, and that's cool. Whatever you got, you know, if you got a link to say, hey, become a fan, put that down that you got that, you know, your fan box or whatever that is. But we're going to talk about, I'm going to do some screenshots here in a little bit, and we're going to talk about why this is so powerful. Here's my take on it, all right? I've read a lot of different articles from a lot of different people out there, and my good friends from Work Smart, Be Smart, John Esplana, and Michael Duffy, I don't see them on yet. I see that Lewis is on here saying, hey, Spencer, thanks, Lewis, for being here. McDonald up in Canada. We got our Canadian regime going. Okay, so what I see and what I've read and what I think is that the like button is going to take over the world. Now, I don't necessarily mean that it's going to do that completely, but what it's going to do is give Facebook so much clout on the internet. It was an absolutely brilliant move. Now, if you don't understand why I could even be saying that, the reason I'm saying that is because Google is the biggest company on the internet. But I think Facebook will eclipse Google in many different ways. For one, Google is used in most countries around the world, right? And they're in many different languages and all that. By the way, if you can hear that cute little girl, she's sitting in a playpen right here next to me. And this is, if you guys saw my setup right now, I think you would just laugh. But I'm sitting out here in the yard and sitting at my nice table with a couple of umbrellas going over. And I got my little girl in the playpen. I got a little light right here just so I got enough light coming off so I'm not drowned out by the background. But anyway, back to the talk at hand. I just want to make sure that this is okay, I tested it again for mine. If you got questions, you got stuff, make sure you're putting it in the chat. So here what I've got is Google is going with the whole, internet search thing, which gives them, now they can track you, see your searches, they know who you are, and then they've been amassing all this data. They're buying up companies all over the place, amassing more and more data for the purpose of, and I believe that's all for, the good of the internet, not for any big brother, because their whole thing is, do no evil, and we'll see if that becomes the truth here by the end of time. But with Google, they're amassing this database of stuff about you so that they can serve you an ad that's all about something you want. So let's say that you're a guy who's out there and you're a big adventure guy and you're all about hang gliding. Well, I'm a hang glider pilot, so I love hang gliding. And so if I put stuff out there on a status update that I'm going down to the point of the mountain in Sandy or Draper or on the Utah County side to go down and hang glide, well, they're going to see that in Facebook because that's a status that I put up, and now they're going to serve me stuff for my ads that say hang gliding. Well, when I click a like button, that's just building a database of information, just like Google's building, but the difference is Google is all about out there, and Facebook, dude, it's all about right here. It's all about inside. And they know all the crap about you. Now, that might be scary to some of you. Dude, check this out. Just look at that. I'm on my iPhone. That's just too cool. Anyway, so if you're watching, you can go to your iPhone. We got 16 people. I just checking to see if anybody else has joined up. I have many. You love them. Awesome. Okay, so as we go through this, the Google stuff is building a database out there. Facebook's building it inside, and they know everything about you. Which, yes, that can be evil. Yes, that whatever. Regardless, anybody inside of those systems could find out whatever they want to find out about you. And there's a lot of people I know that freak out and think, oh no, Big Brother and all that stuff that goes along with it. But the reality is, they're going to find out anyway. They can track you. They can do whatever. And, the old good Big Brother government, the United States of America, is going to step in with all these kinds of rules and do all kinds of things to say, hey, you can't take too much info and you can't sell it off and you can't do whatever. But that's going to be the biggest thing. So you go to any website and you click on like. Now, when you click on like, you know what that's going to do? It's going to post out to your Facebook fan page, your status page, your wall, and it's going to say that you like hang gliding from Cloud9 hang gliding in Sandy, whatever. Or, it's just like when I go Foursquare. If I'm on my iPhone and I check in at Foursquare, then it throws it up online. So, and I don't know if any of you are into Foursquare at all or not, and some of you may just go, I don't get it, that's one more stupid thing. And my wife, she totally says the same thing. Oh, great, here you go, one more stupid thing to take your time. And I agree. It can be a stupid thing, and it can take all your time. But, when I look at the way that I use Foursquare, I want to check in at people's offices and give them juice on my fan page so that I got 2,200 and almost 20 people that are going to see where I'm at and what I'm doing. See, like right there, it says that I'm at QuestioningSuccess. So all I have to do is check in. I can check in and say that I'm doing live broadcast on Ustream right now. And I'll say TechTuesday. So now I post that out. Now, if you go to my fan page in Facebook, you're going to see that show up. Now, if somebody likes that, anybody can like different things. But when you're talking about liking things on any page anywhere, it becomes way more powerful, because right now, think about it. 2 weeks ago, before F8, before the whole developer conference that Facebook did, you had a couple of options. One option was you had a fan page, and then you put a little box on your website that said, become a fan. Maybe you put the little fan button so people click on it and it would open up and it would go out and log you in. And you had to have all these programming stuff done. And if you were on a WordPress blog like we talked about in the marketing machine, then you had to have all these plugins and all the keys and the API, secret code and all that stuff to get that to really work well. Well, now you can still do that, and you can do it with one little paragraph of code, no longer than a YouTube video embed line, and put that into your website, and boom, that fast, you have an absolute fan box with pictures of all the people and the statuses that you've recently posted from your fan page, your liker page or whatever. I know that's Gucci's line. I'm taking that one, Jarrett. I like that, the liker page. So I see a couple of people have lost the feed. You have a spinning circle. So, here we go. We're going to continue on with this thought of the Facebook fan page, right? You got your fan page, you got your like button, which used to be your become a fan page. Now, that button has now, why they changed it, now it's totally clear once F8 came. Because with F8, Facebook has now said, okay, we're going to put the like button, which we changed your become a fan button, so that everybody's used to clicking on become a fan. Now they'll be used to clicking on the like button. Some people, not often, but some people, when they see a status post or something they like, they click on like, and then it shows a thumbs up, and it's like, hey, I like this. This is a little bit different. It's the same kind of thing, but when you can put your own little like button, and when I say a little like button, I mean literally, you can have this little teeny button, and that's all it is just a button that says like. When they click on that like button, it can then post the page that you're on, and all the link and everything as to what website you came from, and all that right on their status, which then it also logs that in. And if you want to put a status or who's talking about your business, like I could put a status, what's going on with QuestioningSuccess.com. And if I put that on a page on my website, on the live page even, on the live page, if I did that, and any of you tweet or Facebook out a message or say that you like a page, you will come up, boom, 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 on the side of my page as a live person that's saying you like me. So that's a big social proof thing that you're able to go, hey, people are out there, people are looking at my website, people are on my Facebook fan page, and they're commenting about stuff that I'm talking about. Now that's a pretty big deal. So let me take you one step further. You can put the like button anywhere. And I don't mean you can only have one on your website, so that when you get to your website, you have a like button. That's great. Yeah, I've had that before. I did it with my Simple Facebook Connect on my WordPress blog, which is QuestioningSuccess.com, my main page. You click on like, and now you became a fan, and your picture would show up as one of those rotating pictures of the 500 plus people who are fans of Questioning Success. But here's the bigger part. I put out a blog post, and my blog post will be Tech Tuesday number 20. This right here, and it's all about the like button on Facebook. Now, when I put that blog out, I will put a copy of the little video teaser that I did this morning with the text of some notes that we're going to talk about, and next to the video, guess what I'm going to put? A like button. Now, when you click on that like button, guess what shows up on your wall? Not just that you became a fan or that you like Question Success. If you're a fan, you already did that, right? You're already a fan, so you can't say anything else about me. But what you can do is when you click on that little like button, now on your Facebook fan page, your Facebook wall, it's going to say that you like Tech Tuesday number 20 on QuestioningSuccess.com, so that they can click on that and go right to the article or right to the website or right to the blog post that you said. So if you're in the real estate world, think about this one. Every listing you have, wherever it's at, if you have it in a few different places and any place will let you put an HTML code, you can put that like button right there. So if you have a featured listings page on your company website, you put the like button in there with your information. Now when somebody sees that and they like it, click. Now all of a sudden, that featured listing is what they like, and it shows up on the Facebook wall. That's a big deal when you start thinking about every single time you do a posting on a blog that people can click like, boom, it shows up as a line item on their wall, and it's going to be able to virally spread so much better. So does that make sense to everybody? That's where I see this being really big. Now, there are ways that this is obviously, a small version of how to use this. There's some really big pictures on how you can really use the like button. Like companies like Pandora. Now, if I go on Pandora right now and I look up my favorite channel, I know some of you are going to be like, dude, you're a freak. One of my favorite, I've got like 10 favorite channels on Pandora, and I listen to Pandora on my iPhone like all the time, or on my iPad. It's like I got Pandora running all the time. So with Pandora, my favorite? My favorite is Disco Inferno Station. If you are on Pandora, write that one down. You got to try it because it is an awesome station. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire, and all that crazy old that real good disco music. So if you want to try that one out, go try it out. But here's the deal. I'm on Pandora. I'm listening to Disco Inferno. I am jamming out. That's one of my favorite ones to work out to and to pump it really hard and go crazy. So I'm listening to Disco Inferno, and all of a sudden, one of my favorite of all come on. September, right, by Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm on Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm going, yeah! So I go over and I hit the like button on my iPad or my iPhone, or if I'm on the website. I click that I like it. Guess what happens? This is real farther integration than we're talking about here. But when I click that, it will put out on my wall that I like Dancing in September from Earth, Wind, and Fire on Pandora. So I just gave Pandora juice, and then I gave Earth, Wind, and Fire juice, and check this out, it actually adds it to my About Me page. So my info tab on my wall now has under Music, Earth, Wind, and Fire automatically. That's bad to the bone. So, I don't know if some of you think that that's cool, but I think it's good. Okay, so let's talk about this. How hard is it to put a Facebook like button wherever you want it? So we talked about little bit, putting it on your blog, and then big, putting it on Pandora and putting it on any of those kind of places so that it automatically integrates. And that's cool and all that. But, we're talking about small business, how to help you put this tech in place. It is so easy. So, I'm sorry this is choppy. And hopefully that the screencast will work really well and you'll be able to hear this. So, let's do this. Let's bust a move and let's go over to Facebook and do developers.facebook.com. Developers.facebook, not Gacebook. Facebook.com. Okay, I am going to share this screen with all y'all so that you can see what I'm talking about, y'all. Okay. So, what they're talking about here. Now, can you still hear me? Let me see if my bars are still moving on here. Yeah, they're still moving. Okay. So, see how it says add Facebook to my site? Pretty easy to do. So what it tells you is registration and login. With a single login, you can get in there with the name. You can now engage, and then you can grow your content. So, talking about different things you can do, social plugins. See this? Here is this little like button, and you can have 586 people like this. You can do that if you want, or you could, just put the little teeny button in. So let's go in and talk about how you can do this. There's a number of options for the like button. So, now here is where I said you can get a little bit trickier and you can actually put this stuff in. If you checked out the like button right here, it's telling you that you can put in, when somebody likes your page, you can add metadata. Now, metadata is, the internet's terminology for topics, categories, stuff. So if you are going to put in site name, an image, a URL of your image, all that kind of stuff, you can put all this stuff into your little tag that's just your like tag. Now, in Facebook, it's so easy. It's available by putting in FB like. Look at that. That's all you have to do. Very, very, very simple. Okay? So there's ways you can do that, and we can get into more of that, but here's the best part. The URL you want to like. All you have to do is put in your blog post. So if your blog post is QuestioningSuccess.com/TechTuesday/TechTuesday number 20, there's where I put the URL in. And then I can choose a standard layout or button and account. And that's all it'll show you is the button and how many people like that. So, pretty good. The standard one, guess what that gives you? That gives you actually how many people like it, and then if your friends it knows who you are, so it will tell you which of your friends actually liked that thing, which is just incredibly cool. So you're able to put in whether you want it like or recommend. You can change the font if you want, and then you can go with light or dark, and you can see how it changes it to a darker color for that scheme. So I like the light. That way it looks just like regular Facebook, and I just hit get code, and guess what? That's it. Right there. I can use the XFVML, which you can put in, or you just have your iframe. You throw that iframe in, and you're done. It goes right on your website. Now, I don't know if you guys think that this is as cool as I do. I know that I'm like really excited about it, but just think about this. You have that little code that you throw on your blog post. And it's real easy. In a Facebook, in a WordPress blog, you're going to have your sidebar that will have your fan box and all that. And we'll show you that in a second. But just having the little like thing with how many people like it and which one of your friends like it, just think of throwing it. And all you have to do is a simple little bit of HTML to put in a table. So you have a table that has your video, and then next to your video has this code that's embedded, centered in that box, and then your blog post happens. Think how cool that is. Yeah, you may not make as big a video inside that little area, but you make a smaller video, have your blog, your thing next to it. You may want to make in your thesis theme, if that's what you're using, you can make your content a little bit wider, so you get maybe 600. That way you can put a 400 pixel video in, and then a 200 pixel box of your friends that like this. So just think about this for a second. You're on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, right? And I'm your friend. Hopefully, if not, go to Spencer. Go to facebook.com/Spence Reynolds and become a friend of mine right now. So I'm at the 2,222nd person is probably going to happen today, and they're going to get $222 worth of value from me. And if anybody refers them and they can tell me that I referred that person, they get value too. So there's my plug to become my fan or my friend today. But you're on there, you're my friend. I go to a blog post, and let's say that I go to Dynasty Web Solutions, and I'm on Jarrett Gucci's site, and I see a blog post, and I'm like, dude, that was awesome. Jarrett, Mr. Internet Tips, he puts out some great stuff. One of which, by the way, if you have not seen, I would highly, 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 highly recommend going out and looking on YouTube for Mr. Internet Tips, or going over to his Dynasty Web Solutions. If you go out there and check out, he's got a video of how to send a welcome email to people on Facebook that has a video in it. I'm going to do this for every new fan or every new friend of mine. I think it's rockin' cool to record one good video, and I did a good video a while back, but I just did a new one. I'm going to put it out there, and then every time somebody becomes a new friend of mine, they're going to get that email immediately to their messages. So it's like you're sending them a message on Facebook, not an email, but a message, which shows up as an email, obviously. But, okay, you hear me now? Good, good. Okay, all that good stuff. So let's just say, my little girl wants to say hi. Oh, check it out. There's my baby girl. She's saying hi. Look up here, buddy. That's where we're at. Okay, so there's my baby girl. And I'm going to keep going because I can talk with her as long as she doesn't grab the mic or grab something crazy. Okay, so think about it. I go to Jarrett Gucci's website, and I got 10 friends that all have read Jarrett's latest Mr. Internet Tips, and they clicked the like button on that blog post and posted it on their blog, on their fan page, right, their wall. Well, guess what? So what? I mean, if I'm not watching your wall, I don't see it. So it's cool and all, but here's where the cool part comes in. Check this out. You are logged in, and let's say my friend Lori Fleming, who's on here right now, she's a friend of Jarrett Gucci's. She goes on Dynasty Web Solutions, and she has now seen that she's liked this blog post of Jarrett's and clicked on like. Now, when I show up, guess what happens for me? It says, like this. There's 400 and whatever people that already like it, and then it shows me a picture of Lori and Jim Urban and John Esplana and Michael Duffy and all of my friends that liked his article. So I'm going to go, wow, I probably would like this article too, and then I'll be able to go click and like it. It will also show up, because a bunch of my friends, it will show up as a status on my profile wall. Not on my profile, excuse me, but on my default home. If all my friends are liking something out there that somebody's posted, then it's going to show up on my wall to say, hey, all your friends are liking this. You got 14 friends that all liked it. Maybe you would like it too. So, guys, to me, that's huge, huge, huge. Yeah, I'm feeding my girl well. She is. Look at how big this girl is. I can't even fit her in one screen. But she's cute. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Okay, I'm going to put her down. She's got a bottle. She's happy. All right. So, can you see the power of this? So let's go back to a screenshot real quick, and I just want to show you a couple other little things that just by going to developers.facebook.com, developers.facebook.com. I don't remember the code that I had to type in last time in order to get the Facebook or the chat, the links to be able to appear. Maybe if I look really quickly, I'll try one thing very quickly. If it works, then you'll all be able to have links and you can see whatever you want to see. So let's just see Ustream. Did I do anything? Nope, I didn't. So can't stay any more time on that. Okay, so just think about that. Viral, 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 just like Jared Gucci's saying right now. The amazing amount of viral power that you get from putting out little posts and liking things so that it just becomes this amazing catalyst that's just huge, and all your friends are able to see what you're doing, and you can go out and see what they're doing. She really does want to be involved. Okay, so we're going to go back over to a screenshot real quick, and let's talk about some more of these little things that you can do. Okay, I got to get back here. There we go. Okay, so that's one of the things. So once again, we're just over at developers.facebook.com, and this is the like button. Now check it out. Activity feed. And these are all just called social plugins, and you don't have to do all the crazy stuff anymore. They've done it all for you. An activity feed is something like this. See this? A domain. So if I put in a domain of QuestioningSuccess.com, QuestioningSuccess.com, now I can say what height and width and the header of it, everything. Well, check it out. There we go. Recent activity. We have one person that shared TechTuesday number 8, TechTuesday Live. Gil Castella and 21 other people have shared this. And then the language of influence, Lewis McDonald shared this. So you can see this little plug-in and the recent activity. Now this I can put anywhere I want so that people start going, oh, I don't know what this guy's up to, but they obviously got some good stuff going on. So you could have that on your Facebook fan page and put the little the little code in, and you're good to go. So same thing. You click on Get Code. It gives you the XFBML or the iframe. You put that into your blog post. You put that into your sidebar. You can say instead of being 300 wide, that you only want it to be 200 wide. Well, guess what? On the fly, boom, just like that, it actually resizes it and makes it perfect for you. So that's cool. That's really cool. They've made it really easy. Comments. You got people leaving comments. Same deal here. This enables people to make comments on your website. So this is cool. I don't know what y'all think, but I think it's cool. Here's a face pile. So these are all your people who have already joined your site, have already said they like it, all that good stuff. You can throw that on so they get social proof. So see this? I got this guy here and this guy here. Do the like button, the like box. Here's our old version of how we do our Facebook ID. Now, there you go. Find us on Facebook. Lactose-free milk. Well, I don't like lactose-free milk. I don't need anybody with that for my family. But if I put my fan page ID in, then I can get it. Now, have any of you seen how easy it is to find all the information out about your fan page? Just got to see if anybody's asked any questions. Nope. All right. So if you put your Facebook ID page in here, now the way you find that is you go over to your Facebook here, you click out, you bring up your Facebook fan page, and you're going to be able to log in to your site and do an edit page, and it will tell you in here what your fan page ID is. It's at the top of the page right here. As soon as you log in, there's your ID. So if I take that ID and I go back over here and put it in this little spot right here, guess what happens? Well, as soon as I do that, here comes Questioning Success with the like box. And it's going to be exact width that I want. People can click on like. There you go. And there's all the people who like it, 519 people. See how cool that is? I don't know what you think, but I think that's hot. And I can put that on my Facebook. I can put that on my Facebook, fan page, obviously, because that's what this is. But I can put it on my WordPress blog just by clicking this and then saying, hey, give me the code. Gives me the code. I put it in my WordPress. And by the way, where would you put this? With this code, you take this iframe code, and you would take it and put it on your sidebar. This is the way I would think I would do it. I'll do it real quick. I'll go out to SpencerReynolds.com, WP admin, and I'll just show you how you go in and put this on your sidebar. You take that little code, you're going to log into your website, and as soon as you're logged into your website, you're then going to be able to go into your appearance side, or your appearance section, and inside your appearance section, you're going to find your widgets. Now here's your widgets, and inside of your widgets, there is one that is called text, and that's all you need. You just need basic text. So we're coming on with the widgets. Hopefully we're coming on with the widgets. It's loading slowly. All right, so I come in here and I say, all right, I want text, and I drag it up here onto the bottom of my sidebar number 1. And now what do? I put paste, and there's my iframe. I hit save, and guess what happens? It saves it. It's now my like box, my fan page box is what they used to be called, right on the bottom of my sidebar on my personal website. So that's my business fan page on my personal site in how many clicks? Maybe 10? Because everything is already done, I just had to hit paste. It may have been less than 10 clicks. It's that easy. It does not take much. The like button, you can put it anywhere just by doing that same little blip of code. So let's go now to see what anybody's got as far as questions about how you can implement this in your business, all that good stuff. Anybody have any questions about that like button? Because this is something you really want to start putting everywhere. So just make sure you have set as a favorite that page on developers.facebook.com. And on that page, all you're going to do is make sure that every time you put up a blog post, you post one of those like buttons right there next to it so that it's showing exactly that they're on your site, that they got, that you get juice for all that's going on. And think about it, guys. Think about it, think about it, think about it. You're doing these on your fan pages, right? Which are indexed by Google. And now all of a sudden you have all these people saying, hey, I like this, I like this, I like this. Is it going to be showing up on their stuff too? Yeah, that's talking Google juice there. That's the power of viral stuff that is going to just explode what Facebook can currently offer and absolutely just kick it out of the park. I'm glad you see me now, Rockwell. That's good. You can see those beautiful mountains back there. They're green right now, which that won't last very long. Then they're going to be brown. But, anybody who wants to come hiking or biking or wants to go, for a good trek with me, I'm all for it. Because my little girl, she's not ready for hiking yet this year, but I think I'm going to take her anyway. My boys, they know that I go hiking a lot. That's one of my favorite things. So, if you want to go hiking, I'm glad I'm back, Jim. Righteous. I got 10 people back. So does anybody have any questions? I mean, really the like, I think, is going to be able to just explode so many things, and I think it's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. But the important piece is to be on the front of it. If you got a website right now, which I'm sure every one of you do, instigate the like button right now, like today, before you're done. Everybody could have one like button in the next 30 minutes sitting on their website. That fast, literally. And I'll tell you, I did find a plugin. I haven't got the plugin working yet. What do you need, buddy? I have not got the plugin to... I don't know how to use the plugin because there's no instructions for it, but I did put it on my site. I did record this program. You will be able to watch it later. I got it going in HD right now, as well as the screen capture stuff. So I will be able to edit that stuff up, and hopefully by the end of the day that will be out there. It might be very late by the end of the day, but it will be out there so you can download the HD version, Lori. Anybody who is not a member of Questioning Success right now for the $9.99 for the community membership, you will get access to this HD video. And if you are not a member right now, get out there and get on it right now. $10, QuestioningSuccess.com. And I promise you, that's going to be changing. There's a few things that are going to be happening maybe within the next 5 weeks or less that are going to change things up quite a bit. Pricing will change up quite a bit. Domain name will change up a little bit. There'll be some different stuff going on. So you want to get in now, because I can tell you the price will at least double, and anybody who's in at the beginning price will keep it there. So get on now if you've been thinking about it in the past. And if you're watching this and this is the first time, like Rockwell and other people, I actually did a 5-week series called The Marketing Machine, which was awesome. How to set up a WordPress blog, how to get your email marketing going on it, how to get your fan page customized, how to get all that stuff working together. So if you don't have that going on in your business and you want to get some automation going and getting some leads coming in, that Marketing Machine is the way to do it. So go check that out. You get to download all those. You just go into iTunes and hit the subscribe for TechTuesday HD. It'll ask you for your username and password that you signed up with Questioning Success, and it'll download them automatically for you every week. So, anybody have any other questions? I think we'll wrap it up, because it's been up and down and off and on all the whole time. So that'll give me more time to put things together. I just got an alarm saying I got to go pick up carpool. See, there it is again on my iPhone saying carpool pickup. So thanks, everybody. I hope you all had some great value for being here today, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good one. If you have any other questions, where do you find the old episodes? They should have all of them. I'll check the feed again today, Lewis, and make sure that all of them are on that feed for YouTube, or excuse me, or iTunes. They should have every one of them up there. If not, send me an email, and I'll make sure you get them, because they should all be there. So we'll figure that one out regardless. I can send them to you by a download link if needed be. So you can always go on to QuestioningSuccess.com, and you can see them there and click download and download it individually if you don't want to download it on iTunes. So hopefully that works. See you guys.